Over the past month or so, I've been playing a bunch of other games aside from Halo Infinite because recently I hit hero rank, and that's why I was mainly playing Halo Infinite for. I'm not saying that I'm quitting playing Halo Infinite by any means, I'm just playing it way less than I did back then. And one of the games that I've been playing recently is the Master Chief Collection. And me getting back into MCC made me realize there's still a bunch of issues with the game. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Before we get into all the issues, I just want to say all these issues relate to the matchmaking. I'm not going to be talking about anything like campaign or mods in MCC. I'm just purely going to be talking about matchmaking. First issue I want to talk about is not being able to connect to games. What I mean by this is that you will connect to a session, have all of your teams set up, and then you'll be sent to a loading screen showing all the players, the map, the mode. But instead of regularly connecting in, the loading bar will be extremely slow, and then after about like 60 or 70 seconds, you'll be kicked to the menu showing a connection error. Apparently one cause of this may or may not be true, I am not 100% sure. It's that PC players can delete maps that are exclusive to MCC, basically the El Dorado maps. If this is true, I'm assuming that MCC doesn't know how to handle that situation and it just basically kicks everyone who's in lobby. But honestly, I doubt this is the main cause because in other maps that I play in Halo 3 like Snowbound and some BTB maps, it'll have the same exact issue. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know crap about networking or internet connections or any of that stuff, but I'm assuming that a few people have bad connections or connections that are more distant than others, and it kind of makes MCC freak out and kicks everyone. And while this issue wouldn't feel like a big deal to me, one, this happens pretty often whenever I play MCC, and two, on one or two occasions, I get the option to rejoin that match that I got kicked from, even though I never loaded into the match. And whenever I try to rejoin, it will do the same exact thing to where it takes 60-70 seconds to load and then kick me with a connection interrupted notification. And since MCC sees you as someone who disconnected from an ongoing match, and since you can't connect to that match, you will get a temporary ban. Now, if it's your first temporary ban, you'll get like a 5-minute ban. But if your temporary bans haven't reset, it will add on to the temp ban length. I haven't really gone past one temp ban. I think like the second temporary ban you get, it's like 15 minutes long. The third one's 30 minutes. Fourth one's 1 hour. Something like that. It's already bad that you're getting a temp ban if you aren't able to connect to a match. But it makes things worse when your temp bans are lengthened due to your past bans. Again, I've only had 1 or 2 of these occur to me. So this is really rare. Oh yeah, I just want to say I'm on PC when I play MCC. It might be way worse for Xbox players. I'm not really sure. But either way, I'm hoping that Xbox players don't have this as often. And if it is, this is something that really needs to be looked into. But if it's the normal 60 to 70 second load time just to get a connection interruption, honestly, me personally, it isn't really that big of a problem. It just feels a little tedious. I know people aren't really going to be as patient as me and they see this as a big problem. So either way, this needs to be an issue that needs to be fixed. And speaking of temp bans, that is another issue I want to talk about because they are applied very weirdly. For example, I'm a Halo 3 player. Sometimes I'll put on Halo 2 because it's like a bare bones version of Halo 3 to me. I know I just pissed off a bunch of Halo 2 fans by saying that, but I don't care. And one mode that I like to play a lot on Halo 3 is SWAT, and for whatever reason, 343 decided to put other variations of SWAT like SWATnums, which makes you use the Magnum, and Recon SWAT, which makes you use the Halo 3 ODST Auto Mag. And Halo 3 on MCC also has the El Dorado maps that I mentioned, and honestly, I don't like playing them. It's not the fault of the developers or anything like that, or any of the El Dorado team, it's just a lot of these maps don't work on Halo 3, whether it be the map being too big, the map being too open, the spawns being janked, or some combination of the three. I know I just yapped a bunch there, but sometimes I will get a really bad combination with game modes and maps, like I'll get Recon SWAT with Edge, and I do not want to play that, and sometimes I will just leave. And with these quits, you won't immediately get temp banned because with the rejoin feature, 343 doesn't know if you want to join back or not. So you think if a temp ban applies to you that it would happen immediately after the match is over, right? My answer to that is I don't know. Sometimes I'll play 2 or even 3 matches and I'll randomly get slapped with a temporary ban after my match. And some of these temporary bans start while I'm in the middle of the match. So in some cases, I'll only be unable to play for 3 minutes. Sometimes it'll be 1 minute. Sometimes it'll last only a few seconds. I'd understand it if you get a temp ban after you play a match after quitting, because that would be around the same length of the match you were about to play before quitting. But I mostly play SWAT. Those games go quickly. And I really doubt that lobby I quit is dragged to 15 minutes to where I can play 3 matches before I get a temp ban notification. This issue also really isn't that bad. It's just very, very weird whenever it's applied. Now, the next issue I want to talk about, and the reason why I wanted to make this video, are the servers themselves with MCC. Most of the time, I don't really have an issue with connection at all. But at one moment a few days ago while I was streaming, servers were completely dookie for me. Words can't even describe how bad it was for me when playing. I'm just going to show you 1 or 2 minutes of highlights of what the gameplay was like. What? The servers, bro. Like, these servers are actually ass. Like 2 bloodshots? 3 bloodshots. Okay. 1 of them was a bloodshot. 2 of them were body shots that took like a whole ass second to register. The servers are actually ass. 2 shots like that. I don't even know. I might actually get off MCC because this is actually horrendous. Like, that's actually horrible. I don't know if I'm like on European servers or some shit, which I don't know why I would be at this time. But like, I actually don't know. I actually don't have an explanation for this. Oh, that Panther dude messaged me some. That rubber band. Yeah, bro, this is actually horrendous. Like, it took 2 seconds, bro. This is shit. I can't. This makes 0 sense. I am spraying across all of them. What is this, bro? My teammates are gonna carry me down. Like, yeah, only... That took 3 seconds to register. And that took 2 seconds to register. I'm actually fucking done. My teammate, like, he somehow is able to register shots like that? I sure wish, dude. He has no delay with melee? I fucking wish, dude. Work on MCC? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? That took a whole second and a half. Like...
Gain the lead.
That's actually fucking atrocious. Hold on. Like... What do you want? What does 343 want from me? And I know naturally that some of you guys in the comments are gonna immediately be like, oh, this dude just has bad Wi-Fi connection. 1, I am running with Ethernet with 1 gigabyte internet. 2, right after I was done testing in custom games on MCC, I immediately went to Fortnite to test. As much as I wanted to do an internet test, I was too lazy for that, and I wanted to have fun with it. And I picked Fortnite because Fortnite always runs smoothly for me. And while I was playing like hot garbage, the gameplay was still smooth. So this is completely an MCC issue. I'm hoping that this is just one really bad night for MCC and the servers with 343. But if this keeps happening again, this is something that needs to be resolved ASAP. The last issue that I want to talk about are cheaters. Personally, I don't really encounter cheaters much because I play social playlists. But I know with things like ranked playlists and more sweaty playlists, like snipers, that hackers will be more prominent. Now, as much as I would like to whine about people being able to fly around the map and aimbot, some hackers are literally able to sign you out of your Xbox account. A few weeks ago, I saw this Twitter clip by Tylenul. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, dude. I will credit them in the description of this video if you want to see any more of their stuff. But he encountered a hacker flying around using aimbot, all that sorts of stuff. But while in the middle of that, the Xbox sign-in menu's trying to pop up, and he just gets kicked from the game and he's signed out. And whenever he logs into his account, it shows that it is locked. Tylenu hasn't given really any updates on this on Twitter, and I don't want to be weird and message him at midnight. So I'm assuming that his account is still locked. And if cheaters have the ability to sign you out of your account, that is completely insane. It's one thing to just fly around the map, aimbot, all that sorts of stuff, but it's another thing to where you can just have your account completely locked from you. And when I saw this clip, I've been sort of scared to play MCC because I don't want to have this happen to me. I have had this account since 2008, I want to say. And I have a bunch of friends in my friends list that I've made over the years. And I have a bunch of messages with them that if this happens to me, I probably won't be able to see them again. I really hope that all of these issues in this video get resolved. But that is going to be all for this video. If y'all enjoyed or thought this was helpful, consider liking and subscribing so I know that you guys actually enjoy the content that you're watching. And I'm heading out. Peace.